question is, what's the way out of the current slowdown? Former Finance Minister and Congress leader P. Chidambaram has said that there is room for a 50 bips rate cut. On the other hand, he has warned the government not to spend its way out of trouble and stick to its fiscal deficit commitment. In an exclusive conversation with Chidambaram, the former Finance Minister also hit out at the government for waking up too late to the current concerns.
I don't think the government has that fiscal space to spend its way out of trouble. If they relax the fiscal deficit target, that would be an admission that the revenues are under pressure, or that expenditure has gone out of control, or that they don't care about interest rates rising, or they don't care about inflation rising. Every one of them will send out bad signals. The answer is not to spend your way out of trouble.
If I were to look at the data going back to the UPA times, I mean, FY09 fiscal deficit of 6%, FY10 6.5%, came down to 4.8% in FY11, FY12 5.9%. So you've seen the perils of profligacy. What would be your argument against a deviation?
If you continue with stimulus packages, you will breach all fiscal discipline. Deficit will go out of control, inflation will go out of control, and to bring the economy back on track will be a difficult task. If they now go back and instead of 3.2 set the target at 3.5 or 3.7, that will be a terrible mistake.
There was a lot of flourish with which the government moved on economic matters. What do you believe has gone wrong?
Of the four engines of growth, two were sputtering. Private investment and exports were sputtering. Public investment was propping up the economy, and private consumption was helping. After the two engines more or less shut down, the third engine also started sputtering. Private consumption declined. But the government seems to have failed to notice that three engines were not running. And it was only focusing on one engine, the public expenditure engine. And when we cautioned them, the economy is slowing down, they went and did demonetization.
The clamour is that there should be a drastic reduction in interest rates. CII asking for a 100 basis point cut in interest rates. We've got the MPC meeting on the 4th of October. Do you believe that there is room for a rate cut at all? There is.
There is a room for rate cut. RBI is behind the curve. They should have cut it on the last occasion. They should have cut it on the previous occasion also. But whether they will cut 100 basis points at one meeting, I doubt it. But
how much room is there for further cuts?
I think they should cut at least 50 basis points. There is enough room because inflation is still low.